So I have a new vlog. I'm not going to show number plates, but Vanlifers, this is why you're killing all your parkups that are free. I'm just going to show you 2 vans to why you are now getting demonised. So come on, set yourself up, keep your step outside, get your levelling ramps on, get your levelling ramps on, make yourself at home. And say, I'm not going to put numbers on here. But if you haven't any levelling ramps, tell you what to do, mate. Park on the curb, keep your motorhome steady, leave your step out, and you wonder why the Vanlifers are getting problems to where they're going to park up. There you go, security camera, hello, happy to see you. What more can you say? With the security camera, so you know, give a wave. Hello on your security camera there. Do come and tune in. There's so many Vanlifers ranting and raving that they're not welcome in certain places. Park up, keep yourself incognito.
Well, they could just be here for the carnival. Yeah,
they're settled in.
Yesterday, because I came parked down here yesterday.
Settled in. We'll see tomorrow whether they're there or not. But literally putting ramps out on the streets now. And a few days later, Sandra said, "Oh, Lily, be here for an hour." A few days later, set up home on his chops, step out, security cameras. Look who's still here. Oh, hello, Rashton. How are you? I'm asleep. Oh, sun's going down. It's getting chilly. Sandra's on the phone, on a video call thing. And guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to go into my garage. So, Vanlifers, yeah. What are your thoughts on some of these Vanlifers now that are all pleading? Oh, we haven't got any park ups and blah 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 blah, and yet not all of them, but some of them have just totally trashed everything for the others, especially some of the YouTube channels. You know, we park covertly and then there's a great big Tesco's in the background, or an IKEA, or a McDonald's, or a other supermarket, or they're in another retail park. Yeah, and then local authorities and businesses and places have just had enough of what's been going on, and not all of the people out in the motorhomes or camper vans are doing it, but those that are getting out fire pits and tables and chairs. The NC 500 is actually some groups up there of residents who quite clearly have been showing photographs of people sort of wild camping, and some of the shine up your buttons with Brasso that people have left behind and the rubbish, and yet the Vanlifers say no, that's not us. So I agree, it's not everybody, and everybody shouldn't be tarnished with the same brush. But hey ho, it's the way the mop flops. Bit controversial, that, isn't it? But locally here, I did put up the beginning of the year, we got lay-by on the A52, and we had a motorhome there that taken residency for over a week. And the one that I've shown today is, anyway, those. I'm going to shut up about it because that's just going to annoy people. But what I am going to do, I am going to undo those 2 planks, and I'm going to line them up with this one here, and I'm going to get them a bit straighter than what they are now. Bubble, spirit level that way round, not that way round. There's that, and I've just got that little piece there, which I'm going to get Sandra to scoop that bit, and we'll just knock that under to stop some of this coming off, or even just put a bit of a little bit of cement on there to stop some of the soil coming off. That was quite quick, simple, job out of the way. Sparrows, hundreds of sparrows in the garden. Can't believe the grass needs cutting again. So we've been having a bit of these drizzly sort of showers and things, and the summer here in the UK is going on and on and on and on and on. It was windy yesterday, but still very, very, very warm. Right, I've got more stickers and badges to post out, and I'm going to give you a quick look at our sunflowers that are blooming out in the front garden. But I think before we do that, I'm just going to walk up to the local post box, which is just down the road, and it's another day of work today for me. It's my long shift, it's the late shift. I won't be home till about 8:30 tonight. Right, let's go and get these in the post. One is just literally oh, there's a couple in going in, they're going in, they're all going in, they're going in. Very lucky, post box, literally a couple of minutes walk. Although some people in cities would drive to that. Lazy. Let's look at the sunflowers. So we've got little ones and large ones, and ones still about to bloom. Look at these little miniature ones at the front. See them down here, but look at these here now. How beautiful are they looking? And then these will be springing out in the next couple of weeks already, and they're all pointing eastwards. Look at these. Look at the colours on that one. So different, that, isn't it? And then some of them sort of die off quite quick. So big full row of them. And then down here, look at all these. I say these have died off, but sunflowers, sunflowers, sunflowers. Sunflowers, and then we've got the miniature ones all down there. I need some paper cup, and then the grass has been left deliberately to grow long for the wildlife. And then I've got a very busy full week and a half ahead of me with one thing and another, but once that's over, I'm going to pull out the peas, which are finished now. I'm going to go down here where we tried planting the beetroot. That's not grown. We're going to have a look at the onions, which are under here, and pull this out. And I think I'm going to plant some more potatoes. And then there are more beans all ready for harvesting. Yeah. Been a great year for growing things, hasn't it? Really, really, really good. I mean, the garden pond's looking fabulous. Little trickle, turned it down, solar. That's been great, that. I can't remember, is it how long has that been out for now? About a year, I think. Something like that. And Hodgehog was back last night in his little routine, drinking the water, having his hedgehog food, and there's still some there left. And Waggy Tail Rasher is just doing the usual, bounce around. Right, and finishing a second cup of coffee, and I've got 5 minutes and I'm heading to work. Just on my way home from in inverted commas, a late shift, and it's the first time since I've been working I've actually had my headlights on. It's going quite dark. It's got really, really overcast, and you possibly can't see, but we've got this super weird mist in the distance over here because it's been a boiling hot day. And then this afternoon it got a little bit overcast and a bit cooler, so we've ended up with this weird mist. And then over in the distance, you won't be able to see, in the distance over here there's a combine pulling the harvest. And then this field here, as you can see, has been baled up for straw. So they've had the wheat cut and then the straw cut and everything baled up. And it's really interesting on my drive to work, watching the seasons unfold. And it's going to be hard to believe this field now and all the golden fields all around us will soon be brown again as they get reploughed, ready for replanting, ready for more crops. Oh, I thought I heard a noise. But I also hadn't realised until I was speaking to Harriet from the farm recently, that I said to Harriet, I've noticed a lot of maize being grown this year. And apparently the reason for that is the price of food for livestock is really expensive. So a lot of farmers are growing maize to feed the livestock this year, which is quite interesting. And then I also hadn't realised that when you put E10 petrol into your car, do you know what the E is? It's the ethanol. And I thought that was a byproduct from oil, and it's not. It's actually from, I said, corn or wheat. But basically, in Lincolnshire, a lot of the crop that's grown is actually for biofuel. Did you know that? And with all the subsidies that are all changing between the UK and America and everything, the price that the farmers are going to get for the biofuel for their crop is so small, they're going to be making a loss. So there is a plant out there that converts the crop into biofuel is going to have to shut down. But in turn, the haulier that carries the grain from the grain stores on the farmer's field to the plant are going to have to lay people off. There's a massive supply chain that many people don't know about. And I say tonight's a bit weird. It's still warm. I'm in a t-shirt, but you can feel a big dip in the temperature. But I've got my drone out here, and I'm just going to now put the drone up, and I'm just going to fly over, and you can see some of the fields that are golden at the moment. And if we do this again in a few months' time, it will be not golden. And if you see anything green, I think this field here is a field of maize at the moment. So you will still see some other crops maybe as the drone goes up. But let's get the drone up, and I'm going to insert some drone footage for you now. Right, I hope you've just enjoyed that little bit of drone footage of the beautiful Lincolnshire fields. And as I've filmed that, I've only been here 10 minutes or something. The mist is coming in even further. Right, I need to go home. I'm hungry. What a wonderful drive this is, driving home. Just down country lanes, no traffic jams, no congestion, no traffic lights. Yeah, what a wonderful drive. Home. I popped off coming down the lanes. It's the first time since I've been doing my job that it's going dusky. I've had to have my lights on, and there was like some really weird mists out there currently, and then you can see other mists. There's dogs barking at. Sorry, I'm right, Rasha, come. I'm home. It's me. So the farmers are sort of harvesting as it's going dark, and the lights are on, and I've just put the drone up and done some drone footage of our beautiful English countryside, and saying in a few short weeks the golden vista that we've had will turn into brown again as it gets ploughed over, ready for next time. Anyway, I'm starving. I'm looking for some proper cold homemade grub as you've been off all day, and what time is it now? 10 to 9 at night. I am so hungry. Some proper good old homemade food, Sandra. What have we got?
You're welcome to try it, but it's very rare I have a complete and utter disaster. When I'm saying it's bad, even the dog won't eat it. It's that bad.
What's bad?
I made a homemade casserole. It's been in the oven for 2 hours, and I put dumplings on and stuff, but I made a fatal mistake. I should have followed my nose, and I didn't follow my nose. So, in the supermarket once they had kidney, and normally I like steak and kidney, but I don't know what was wrong with these, but it's ruined it. The kidney's ruined it. I'm really sorry.
What's for tea?
You're having KFC.
KFC? That's what that KFC back. So that's the ruined tea.
Yeah.
Hang on. Ugh.
Exactly.
And there's a KFC bag. So you've been all the way. So you've been all the way back to. I'm assuming it's from Skegness, not Boston.
For you and Lee, it's a sort of apology because I really messed up tea. I don't even like KFC.
Hang on a minute. And is there a Sandra makes on this? How you're great at cooking and how you show off. And this is how I do all my cooking. Have you recorded all this into a Sandra makes?
I have.
And a total disaster.
The moral of the story is you should always follow your nose, and I didn't. And it was
let the husband cook tea. I've never once, ever once had a disastrous tea. Oh, name one.
I've had a fair few inedible ones.
When?
Sorry.
Rubbish. I've got a KFC. Oh,
with gravy.
The motorhome that you said would be there for a few hours the other day, a few days ago now, it's still there. God, what's it out hanging out now? Here's another clip of the motorhome taken today. Right, and here we are. A few more days later. Hang on a minute, there's a towel out drying, taking up residency completely. Look at that there. Sandra says it'll be here for a couple of hours. Days later, security cameras, steps out, chocks out, washing out.